everyone? I'm with the hard-hitting, the tough, Steve So Cold Nelson.
So cold.
So Cold in the building. It's good to see you, brother.
Oh, yeah, good to see you too, man.
I heard rumor that you're going to be on the card. Is that
yes,
true?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll be on the card. Got an opponent. I haven't announced it yet because we haven't signed the contract, but yes, pretty sure I'll be on there.
What's your record sitting at now?
18-0, 15 knockouts.
Exactly, 18-0. Underrated.
Yeah,
Why they take you for a joke, man?
Man, I don't know. I don't know if it's my age. I don't know what it is, man.
I mean, because you actually go in there and throw down. Like, real talk.
Yeah.
You actually go in there and get it in. You ain't swinging on the outside and on the ropes.
I'm getting it done, man. We had the same mentality, man. Blood us in Omaha, man. Like we had to do everything on the hard. Like, it was always hard for us because ain't nobody coming to Omaha looking for talent. You know, so we always have to shine outside our realm to get noticed. So that built up a different level of dog in us.
Okay.
You know, of doing everything, not 100%, but 150, 200% sometimes, because our counterparts from bigger cities are getting more shine than us.
So that's the sauce in Omaha. I always wanted to know what it was, but let them know why you been out the ring so long.
Back in 2021, I had an injury. I had a torn Achilles tendon.
Okay.
So I was outside the ring for 2 years. The injury, I was down from the injury about a year and a half, but I had already been, you know, leaving the fight like September of 2020. Then I had an injury in March. I was in training camp getting ready for a fight, and my Achilles tore, you know. And I tell other fighters, man, take care of your body. I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't twist it. I didn't step down wrong. I just wasn't stretching, wasn't resting enough. I do so much stuff. You know, I wasn't taking care of my body like I was supposed to. Just as hard as you train, just as hard as you recover. So from that, you know, my Achilles tore, and then I had to recover from that. And it was hard trying to get a fight coming off a long layoff that was worth taking, you know, besides having to start all the way over. So I was out the ring for a minute. But I came back in December of this past year on Bud undercard. Had a great victory, first round KO. Now I'm back. I'm trying to get it in. You know, I'm 35 years old. I'm a prospect. You know, people say, man, 35-year-old prospect. But, you know, I had a late start to boxing. I started at 21.
No, dog, you ain't no prospect, man.
Yeah, hey, I started at 21, late start. So, you know, I'm behind a power curve. But, you know, there's been a lot of greats out there that's
started late,
early in their 40s and stuff, and were champions. You know, so, you know, I'm here to stay. You know, I feel young. You know, I'm not beat up bad, so.
Yeah, you're looking in great shape right now, you know, and you're supposed to step in July 29th. You're already looking great shape.
Oh, yeah.
What weight you coming in at?
I'm going to fight 168 this camp.
Oh, super middle,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, this fight.
So that's a step down from where you was before, right?
Well, I always fought, on my come up, I was fighting light heavyweight, but working my way down to 68. I won a title at 68, NABO. That I defended a few times, and that's when I got injured, and then it got handed over, and Edgar Berlanga fought for the title, so he got it now. I want that fight, but you know he chasing Canelo. It ain't gonna happen because he got to prove himself.
Yeah.
So my last fight coming back to make it easy, I didn't want to worry about weight. I fought 175, and for this fight 168.
What do you feel about some of the hitters, you know, at 168? Obviously, you have Canelo Alvarez undisputed.
Yeah.
You have David Benavidez, who just came off that win over Caleb Plant. But what about David Morrell? You have more fights than he has.
Yeah.
He's not considered a prospect, so you shouldn't be considered a prospect.
Right.
But you want that smoke?
Yeah, that's just going off of what people say, you know, on social media and things like that. But me, I feel like I'm getting there with the best right now. Tomorrow they can call me and say, hey, you fight Canelo.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna show the world how good I am, you know, how great I am.
Yeah.
You know, people they sleep on me, they don't talk about me, but I need those type of fights that's gonna put me in the talk. Everybody, I wonder how you look for it. Steve Nelson versus, you know, who are the top 5, top 10 people are. You know, I need my name in those talks. In this next fight, that's why I was reaching for opponents that have a name, that have a record, that look good on my resume.
Okay, that sounds like a plan, man. Like when I seen you fighting on the undercard, it wasn't just Bud fighting, but he's bringing the hometown, you know, the fight in there too. That's the way it's supposed to be done.
That's how it's supposed to be doing, man. like we always say, he swing, I swing. You know what I mean? Since day one, since the first day I started boxing back in 2010, the first person I called was Bud. Like, hey, I'm boxing now, bro, because he was always known for boxing when we grew up. You know, he was my friend. We grew up around the same neighborhood, had the same people around us. You know, family intertwined and everything. So we have a long history.
What was your energy during this whole ordeal with, obviously, what happened last year with negotiations, you know, breaking down between Crawford and Spence, and for this fight to come to reality finally and be made official? You know, what was your mindset? You in the camp. What were you saying? What a conversation you had?
It was so hard because social media and fans, they put out all this stuff that they don't know what it takes to make a fight of this caliber. So
let us know a little bit, like 3 things it takes to make a fight of this caliber.
So you have to have, it's not only the fighters who want to fight.
Okay.
You got to realize their networks, their promoters have to also agree, because promoters, this is a business for them. So it got to make sense to the promoter. You know, the fighters, man, if they say fight the devil right now. I'm like, yeah. Okay. I'm a fighter. That's my nature. I'm going to fight whoever they put in front of me. But you got our promoters and our managers who look at it like a business moves, being smart, being strategic. And sometimes those things can affect a fight being made. And that was the biggest factor in making this fight happen, is the people that were in the way. Until these fighters came together and like, man, hold on. Let's put our brain together. Let's make this fight between us. Let's make it happen, because they need us as fighters to make any of this happen. To make any dollar in this boxing world, you need us.
Right.
So at the end of the day, we are the leaders, the ones who can make these fights if we know. You know, it's all about knowledge. It's all about knowing what you can and what you cannot do. And as a fighter, a lot of fighters need to educate themselves before they sign contracts and go pro. But it's a lot of strategic things that you have to be aware of.
Hey, solid point. We need to be educated on the outside looking in, especially if you're not lacing up the gloves.
Yeah.
You know?
And to speak from both sides, people say, oh, Spence was ducking, Bud was. It was never that. I'm going to tell you right now, anybody who see this, it was never the fighters that were ducking each other.
Okay.
You know, there's a lot of strategic factors behind the closed door that people do not know about that goes on. And I'm just happy that these fighters, you know, use their experiences and the people they know to make this happen.
I think media perspective, on what we know on the outside, the numbers look different this time around. Before, it was almost like they tried to starve Crawford out with the low percentage, and now it seems like, what I heard, they're getting 8 figures a piece or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is good business at the end of the day.
Like they say, yesterday's price isn't today's price. So as more negotiations go on and Bud bringing more information to the table and more knowledge, they realize that to make this fight happen, we can't lowball this guy.
Okay.
We can't use what we use, other tactics we use with other fighters with this guy, because he know a little bit more from his experiences being with Top Rank and being self-promoted and all that stuff. He has experiences and knowledge that most fighters don't have. And that's why this fight got to be made. And that's how the numbers change, because they're like, wait, hold on. You know what I mean? If you can sell something to somebody, you can tell them, hey, this is going to cost this amount. You know what I mean? And they go for it. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But they don't go for it. You're like, okay, we can't play with this guy. He know a little bit more.
I appreciate the breakdown, because it's been so much, man. I know y'all pay attention to social media, and Bud get the bad end of the stick for whatever reason. Because I thought in life, if you take the sport seriously and you prove to the people through action that you're disciplined, and you're not out here doing things to hinder what you're trying to be great at. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to go out here and do things to hinder you being great. I thought that was what it was all about.
Yeah, but this era of boxing proves to you that it's not always about, you know, just showing how great you are.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times it's about who you know. It's about people you have working for you. It's about where you're from. It's a lot of factors that go into the boxing game. It's not like basketball and football where you get signed, you automatically live there. Oh, you get a signing bonus. Boxing, man, you have to work from the ground.
Right.
Sometimes below the ground. Sometimes you gotta dig yourself out of the hole and then build a ladder to get up where you want to get. And that's the bad thing about boxing. But the good thing is there's never no cap either, though.
True. That's true. And that's what you have to do as a boxer. You got to find that niche to get you.
You got to market yourself.
You know, up there. Yeah, marketing yourself.
I try my hardest to market myself, you know, and display all the things I can do and inspire people across the board outside of just boxing.
Y'all not really trash talkers in Omaha though.
Yeah, because like,
you know what I'm saying? Y'all not out there just being braggadocious all the time.
Yeah, because like where we come from, North Omaha, man, like it's the hood, and we don't talk. You know what I mean? Like it don't get you nowhere. You know what I mean? Like so, we gotta put our actions for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being from North Omaha, it ain't too much talking. It ain't too much talking because we really was out there. So all this fake beefing with people and stuff like that, like it ain't worth it.
I feel you.
Don't need it. I can't fake not like somebody. You know,
I totally get it.
Like
I mean, you don't come off as a fake person, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every time I seen Team Crawford at fights, y'all been cool, approachable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What do you have to say to your fans out there?
Man, like anybody who know me or want to get to know me, Steven So Cold Nelson, and call me So Cold because I'm so cold at everything I do. If you want to be inspired or you want to laugh, you want to see amazing things that I do, man, follow me. Instagram, Steven Nelson Boxing. Twitter, So Cold Nelson. Facebook, Steven So Cold Nelson. Man, I do it all, man. From pilot to mechanic to a carpenter, tattoos, cut hair, man, artist, make my own uniforms. Anything I put my hand on is gold, you know. Even when I'm in the ring, you know, the hands is gold.
No doubt, man. Hey, from World Combat Sports, man, best wishes to y'all.
Definitely.
Both you and Crawford on July 29th.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? This is a fight we've been wanting to see, and it's always good to see a fighter return off an injury and get back in the groove.
Definitely, man. Perseverance.
Salute to you, bro. Thank you.
Thank you.